What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to GmiasWorld. Today we're going to be talking about the offensive line that I created. That's probably the best O-line in Madden 22 Ultimate Team right now, as of the day that you're watching this video. Probably after the Zero Chill promo ends, we're going to have a little bit, obviously we're going to have a better right guard. Larry Allen is actually the weakest link right now on the O-line, and you will notice that I didn't, listen, I don't care. I sacrificed a lot of my Raiders to go and get this theme team. So we're at 52 of 50. When we go ahead and click on it, you'll see that none of the starters right now are Raiders. And I'm going to tell you why. Maguire is just better than Hudson, so we got rid of him. The right tackle is garbage with Trent Brown. They have another tackle that's coming as far as the Zero Chill promo with the stocking stuffers, but it's too low of an overall. And right now, Lane Johnson is just big and fast enough and gets the boost from the strat card to make him OP. So all of these guys right here, they actually add a different dimension to the team. Now I'm going to go ahead and break down what makes it really, really crazy. For those of you guys that didn't play during the Most Feared was the most ridiculous this year because they actually made it where the strength is a huge factor for the O-line. So when you play people that had the strat card with strength, they were able to easily run the ball every snap and just put your D linemen on their heels. And a lot of you guys were asking me, like, yo, Gmias, I played a couple guys that had that strat card and it was all strength and they were just pushing my guys over. Well, I did too. I experienced the same thing that you guys did. And then what did I realize? Strength is an actual factor even more this year. So why am I pointing that out? Walter Jones. We recently had Munoz, and a lot of you guys were saying he was really, really good. Yo, Gmias, that guy is, he's definitely good. He's 6'6". I think he's like 200 and change though. But he wasn't, because he's a bow-nosed card, I don't think that they're giving those bow-nosed cards, for the most part, that bigger oomph. At least not yet. Because most people that I've played against, they've either used these cards, the bow-nosed cards on the O-line for maybe a couple of games and raid sold them, or, they have them, but they're backups. And they'll put them in special situations. So I don't really know what's going on with the bow nose right now. But Walter Jones, if you look across the board right here, this card is pretty much almost endgame. The only thing that doesn't make it endgame is that he doesn't have a 99 strength. I would want that 99 strength because that 99 strength actually means something. And again, going back to the Most Feared, you got to visibly see that. So he has numbers in certain cases that's better. That's just outright better than Munoz. So we got rid of him, all right? And what we're going to be doing now is going through the other players and let you guys see the similarity and why I was willing to spend the coins. Because you guys know, we almost had like 3 million the other day, but I invested a lot into the O-line because the better your O-line is, the least that you need to use abilities. And, EA Sports may be like, yo, oh my goodness, bro, we got to figure something out to make these cards not play well so they can start using abilities on the O-line too. They may start to figure that out, but it won't matter because the numbers itself, they would have to actually nerf the meaning of the strength and everything like that, and it probably would ruin the game. So I don't think they're going to do that. So if you get players like the O-linemen like this that have really good numbers with strength, their run block is good, run block power, stuff like that, pass block is at least a 95, which is the final tier, because 95 to 99, guys, is still the end game final tier type of number. So this card right here is actually really, really good as a left tackle because he doesn't give up a lot of sheds. And I just played like 7 or 8 games and he didn't give up one shed. Now I did get blitz heavy with a sack. I got killed on the right side by Lane Johnson, but you'll see he has the lowest of the strength of the O-line with the 90. Just to point that out, all right? Just to make sure everybody knows exactly what's going on. We jump over to Quinton Nelson. Over the last couple of years, everybody knows that this guy, when it comes to strength, EA just gives him exorbitant amounts of strength, all right? He's lacking in the pass block footwork. Who cares? Whatever. 96 strength, 6'5", 329. This boy, he gets it in, all right? He makes plays. And again, when people send everybody, the dudes will get in off the edge because they're going to maintain what's going on up front, your linemen, obviously. But in certain cases, these guys will step up and catch 2 people at once, so you have a chance to either roll out or get rid of the ball quickly. But I'm letting you guys see exactly what my thought process was. So some of these cards are relatively expensive. except for the bow nose guy, and Walter was pretty cheap. When I sold off the other card that I had, the bow nose Munoz, I got like maybe 3/4 of what I was able to snag his limited for. So that was a big come up right here. Now you go Kevin Maguire, right? So he's a bow nose player, and he's one of those cards that's the exception to the rule because he's always a good card. Like, you could go back years in Madden. There was a time in Madden when he had like an early legend. I don't know if it was 2020 or 21, where his early legend was still better than a lot of the other cards until he finally got an ultimate legend. He was still that good. So they give this guy a lot of good numbers. Right now, this is just beautiful. Bro, I couldn't even say it the right way. Bro, beautiful. This guy, the numbers are ridiculous. It's absolutely insane, his numbers. So it was worth it to get rid of Rodney Hudson because these numbers are so OP. Otherwise, we would just keep Rodney. But he's so much better than him. It's like, bro, why are we playing the game backwards? Let's go get him. And I got both his cards for about $330 or something like that. So it was relatively cheap. Plus, you have the bow nose reroll inside the store, so you get lucky with that as well. Now, Larry Allen is an outdated, left guard, but we play him at right. So for me, he's the best possible solution right now for me. I'm going to leave it as that. It's nothing crazy about him. It's just the fact that he's the best case scenario and he's 335. In real life, like historically, I think he's probably the best lineman that I've ever played. Like, just point blank period. I think that's my opinion though. If you look at him for what he was able to do. But again, right now his card is not the best, but I'm utilizing him because I think he makes the best of a bad situation. All right, so he's the weakest link right now on the O-line. And then finally we get over to the right tackle. Lane Johnson with the boost. He's 96 overall. Let's go check out his numbers. He's always one of the faster linemen. I thought he was 6'5", but EA said he's 6'6" this year. Whatever. He's 325. But look at his numbers in the boost. So his strength gets boosted 92. That's a huge factor. When he loses the boost from zero chill, we may have to move on from him. It may be that thing. I don't know if they're going to let us lose it. I don't know what's going to go on. But that strength is a huge factor. Run block, you know what I'm saying? The pass block, everything. All his numbers are very, very sick right now. If they were to release another right tackle just randomly, that's better than Deardorff because we got rid of Deardorff as well. We would go ahead and grab him. It does not have to be a Raider because we make up for the Raiders on the back end. That's why we still have a suitable amount. Don't feel forced to have to keep more of the trash players because it absolutely 100% does not help you win games. So I would avoid that. But for right now with these boosts, he's not a bad card. And he's very, very cheap because he goes into the set for, Calvin and Peyton Manning right now. So people are like re-rolling, getting them and selling them, whatever. There's a lot of stuff going on with that. So I would definitely 100% keep an eye out on him for now. And we have to wait to see what happens as far as the strat card goes. If they take away all the boost or whatever, we might get rid of him before that. But he is really, really good right now. So in my opinion, there's no need for abilities with this actual O-line right now. They have been working wonders for me in the run game, the pass protection, and everything like that. So you could take a look at it. Quinton Nelson is rather expensive because he's a limited, so you got to go ahead and see what you could do with that. There are other substitutes, so I'm not saying to go crazy about it. I'm just letting you guys understand they work well. They play well together. And that's pretty much what I wanted to let you guys know. I want to thank you guys and girls for watching. You have an unbelievable day. Until next time. One love, y'all.